y'all, this is Leah from Mommyish, and today I have a new tutorial slash show off of the new Deckled edging action. And what this does is it creates a deckled, or as I always thought of it, it's just like those little vintage photos and they have those little like ripply edges. That's what this does. It creates edges for your photos, or to create frames. If you're a designer and you want to create that effect with a frame, this is your tool. This is super easy. If you're a scrapper and you like that look and you want to add it to maybe some of the photos in a layout that you're working on, you can use this action for that as well. So let's just get started. This is from a template I have. It's free on my website right now through December. I'm working on my daily December album, and this is going to be my cover. So I have a photo of our Christmas tree, and I want it to have this edging action on it. So first thing I'm going to do is pick the color that I want. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go with a tan, not quite white. Yeah, here we go. This is a good color. All right. Before you ever get started with any of this, you need to make sure that you've loaded your actions, your styles, and especially the brush, because if you don't have the brush, it's not going to work. And yes, once you've done that, the next step is to choose the color that you want the edging to be, and then all you have to do is hit play. And don't worry, we haven't disappeared or anything. Whenever it creates your frame, it hides the base so you can see the frame to make sure it's what you want. Then just unhide it. There's a little eyeball, and you just turn it back on, and there we are. So you also have 4 styles included in this set, and I'm going to go ahead and apply these one at a time. So here's the first one, the second, the third, and the fourth. I think I'm going to go with the first one. And what I do as a scrapper when I'm using this, like I'm happy with everything, I'm just going to merge the frame and my picture, which is now called base, together. And I'm just going to name it photo 1. Now, the reason why I'm doing that is if you were to add multiple photographs, you want to rename your layers every time you run this action. That way it's not trying to look for layers that have those names. Does that make sense? Maybe, maybe not. Just rename your layer. Do it. You can even name your layer Leah said to do it. I'm kidding. All right, so then I'm just going to add a drop shadow, a beefy one. And yeah, here we go. So now I have this really fun little vintagey sort of feel on my photo. Isn't that cool? So next, this is an 8x8 document. So this circle's kind of large and in charge. He's 5 inches. We're going to make him 4. And really, it can be anything you want. So again, we're just going to pick a color. I'm picking red this time. I make sure that my brush is loaded. If I want to change the thickness, like how wide that edging is, you can do that by playing around with the size of the brush. It's at 189 pixels, so just with that in mind, if you want it to be half that size, just half that number, and play around. But I'm not gonna, so it's just for your information. It's just fine. All right, I'm gonna hit play, and here we go. Again, it keeps the base. And sometimes it's not going to be perfect because of the way it makes the path. So what you're going to want to do in those cases, if you're a scrapper, is that you're going to want to scale down your frame by maybe literally 99%, and it will get rid of that little border. If you're a designer, then it doesn't matter because it's fine the way it is. And yeah, you can just add patterns or styles to it, whatever you'd like. But it really gives such a fun homemade sort of, I love it. I love it. Personally, I really love the look of it. So hopefully you guys do too. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a nice utility type little action here for you guys. So if you have any questions, don't be afraid to shoot me a message. I try to get to you as quickly as possible, and have a fantastic holiday season. Bye, guys.